All right, everyone. Hey, if you feel out of whack in your running, you feel uneven, you feel unbalanced, this video is specifically for you. I'm going to talk to you guys about run form. I'm going to show a video of an analysis that I did the other day in the clinic briefly. Real quick, if you want help with your running and you want to improve your run form, check out the link in this post. We have, it ends tomorrow, 20% off our run analysis. You have 100 or 365 days to submit it so you can align it with your training, but the discount ends tomorrow. So the first thing I want to show you is just like when you're looking at your run form and you want to understand like, okay, how do I feel? What's going on with my running? Why do I feel imbalanced? These are some things to look at. So this runner came into us, feels stiff, is really looking to set themselves up for the long term. He wants to make sure that he's running for the next 10, 20 years, and he has a little bit of a medical history going on. So we got him up on the treadmill. I'm going to show you the video we captured, and we're just going to show you the things that we identified. Now there's a whole other side of the coin to this, which is how do you fix these things, which we're going to be working on with him. But when we do our analysis, we'll actually walk you through the exact steps you can make to make some changes and improve the things that we find in your running. So if you're really interested in running and run form and improving and fixing things, check out the link in the post. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to jump down. We're just going to watch him run. I'm going to move this down a little bit. So typically when we do our analysis, we'll look at a couple different angles. I just want to show you from the back view. One of the things we look at is, okay, what's happening from right to left leg? One of the biggest things is making sure that you have symmetry, especially if you're like this runner who said he feels like quote unquote out of whack. He feels uneven. So what we did first is let's actually take a look at his left side. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a touch more for you. As he's coming in contact with the ground, we're going to see that he hits on the outside border of his foot, and then his foot flattens out. Everything looks really clean here. And then as he comes towards push-off, he has a little bit of trouble what we call resupinating, but that's not what I want to focus on in this. I want to show you, and I want you to just kind of take a picture in your mind of this right here, which is his foot is relatively vertical. His heel line is relatively vertical here. Now let's watch when he's on his other side. He's going to hit very similarly, and you're going to see, you can see the inside border of the shoe here. See how he's driving hard in. This is called pronation. So when we look at right versus left side, and I'll show you this in a second again, he's over pronating on his right side. He's under pronating maybe on his left. One of the two is happening. We go through the history, we actually can understand why, but we start to see asymmetry, right? One side's doing a lot more than the other side. How do we address that? How do we fix things? Whether it's through exercise, whether it's through improving run form. But what I really want to show you is something that we see all the time. So we see this runner, right side is doing something different than the left. But when we look at his foot strike, you're going to see something a lot more evident, I guess I would say. So let's go ahead and take this through real quick. If you want us to do this for you, work through your run form and find flaws that you can improve upon, make sure you check out the link in this post because it's expiring shortly. I'm going to zoom out here. So here's what I want to show you with this view. We're going to watch his right leg, or his left leg, sorry, come through. And there's a couple things that we would identify here. First of all, when he's touching down or pushing off on this back leg, he's already touching down on the front leg. Essentially what that means is if you're taking a stride, you can only travel as far as you can push off. And really when you're running, you want to travel as far as you can down the road. Not what I wanted to show you, but it's worth mentioning this is a common thing we see in our analysis, is that there's no carry from stride to stride. But I want to talk about what I mentioned to him, which is, yes, he's heel striking. He has a bent knee, which is good. So he has this bent knee and he's landing. The heel strike is happening. But when you watch this position, just kind of envision and burn this into your memory what this foot looks like. When he comes through on the other side, now look at his foot. He's got more of a midfoot presentation. He's got a little bit more bend in his knee. And he still has this failure to carry in his stride. But at one point, he's midfoot striking. On the other foot, he's heel striking. This asymmetry, which is what I believe is causing a lot of his feeling wonky or feeling off or out of whack, is because he's got one leg doing one thing, he's got the other leg doing the other thing. Now, when we marry that together with his medical history, it gives us a good understanding of why he might be doing that. But then we start looking at, okay, let's start addressing this and fixing it. What should you change? What shouldn't you change? Remember, his goal is to spend the next 10, 20, 30 years. He's not out to do a lot of racing and running, although that's a lot of what we do is people improvement in the performance. This runner's just looking to stay on the roads. He loves to run. He's not quote unquote fast, as he would say, but he's looking to run. So we identify these asymmetries and we're going to start working on them with him, but identifying them is part of the process. Like if your golf swing is terrible and you want to improve it, you don't just play more golf. You maybe see someone who can tell you exactly what to do, how to fix it, and maybe some drills and exercises to do it. That's exactly what we do in our run analysis. So if you want some help, you want to identify what you're doing wrong, where your run form is flawed, that maybe is slowing you down, causing injury, or just setting yourself up so you can run for the next 20 years, check out the link in this post. We have a 20% off offer. You can record your videos outside or on a treadmill. You have a full year to upload them, but the discount does expire tomorrow, which is the 4th, Wednesday the 4th. So if you're interested in having us take a look at that link in the post. And if you just want some more help with your run form and you don't want to sign up, there's a ton of videos I've been doing every single day over the last 2 weeks. You can find in our video section. But hopefully this is helpful and just has you thinking like, hey, I should probably recognize or fix some of my run form flaws so I can keep running. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.